Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you all. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't tell you how delighted I am to be here today, joined with my wife, Anita, my children, Sydney, Griffin, his lovely wife, Meredith, and especially the most precious little granddaughter in the world, I'm pretty sure, Ella Gray. Born just a couple of weeks ago. As I look out across this audience, and I'm joined by extended family of staff and former staffers, I mean, literally hundreds of you out there, Sullivan. But it's great, truly great, to see so many supporters who have made the high honor of public service possible. It's been an improbable journey that has taken me from a farm in this place called Paint Creek, Texas, to the governor's office. And each day has been an honor. Serving the most dynamic, most optimistic, most independent people in the entire world, we have created the strongest economy in the nation. We've balanced budgets while prioritizing critical infrastructure, including water, roads, public schools, all to encourage economic growth. We passed sweeping lawsuit reforms that allowed thousands of doctors to improve access to health care. Our civil justice reforms have protected jobs and investment, ensuring the courthouse is reserved for legitimate disputes. Working with legislative leaders, I have proudly signed 7 balanced state budgets, cutting spending and lean times and investing more in necessary services when our economy was strongest. We have stopped all major tax hikes and kept the overall Texas tax burden among the lowest in the nation. We've cut property taxes. We've reformed the franchise tax and provided tax relief to small businesses. We've stood strong against unwise policies from Washington that would bust the bank, policies that come with strings attached, large costs down the road. Things like an unwise expansion of unemployment insurance or an unsustainable expansion of Medicaid program. In the most recent session, we made a historic investment in preserving and protecting our water supply that will pay dividends for generations to come. It's now up to the voters to approve that. We've also invested in groundbreaking research at our universities, championed reforms to make them stronger, more affordable, more accessible for all students. Through the creation of the Emerging Technology Fund, we've planted seed capital for Texas entrepreneurs and innovators and universities to boost ideas, innovation that are changing the world today. I'm especially proud that our investments attracted major federal research funding to develop vaccines at Texas A&M University to respond to major outbreaks of new strains of flu or threats of bioterrorism. The Brazos Valley is already being transformed into a biotech corridor that is luring major pharmaceutical investment and will be home to thousands of new jobs. We have better protected the right to life for Texas children. We have protected the sanctity of marriage. We respected the traditional values that made Texas the greatest state and the greatest nation on earth. See, we Texans are not afraid of a good fight. We're not afraid to fight for what we believe in. Leadership demands action, developing new policies, challenging established interest, and finding better ways to finance and achieve success. My conservative philosophy and policies have frequently made government agencies, special interests, and even a few legislators uncomfortable. But that's exactly what Texas needs to succeed, to innovate, to stay ahead of the competition. Most of all, I am proud of what we have done together to create jobs and opportunity in Texas. 1.6 million jobs have been created in Texas since I became governor. 30%. 30% of the net new jobs created in America over the last decade, right here in Texas. That is a tribute. That is a tribute to the entrepreneurial spirit of Texans. It's the private sector that creates wealth and jobs. The public sector can only create the right environment to make this possible. This, in my opinion, is where we have done our best work. You see, Texas is the new frontier. It's the new frontier for opportunity and innovation in America today. Our communities are thriving with opportunity, cultural attractions, a tremendous quality of life. Today, Texas is better positioned to take advantage of the opportunities of the 21st century than any other state. We've been ranked the best business climate 9 years running. We've led the nation in exports over the last decade. All along the way, I've been guided by a simple philosophy: the best way to fund education and health care is through job creation, not higher taxation. Texas works. Texas works. The jobs prove it. The revenue picture proves it. The number of people moving here proves it. And it hadn't happened by accident. Texas works because we have less government, less spending, fair regulations, and lower taxes. We have built a pathway to prosperity through innovation and ingenuity. Michael, in the book of Ecclesiastes, it teaches us for everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance. Now, I think it's the book of Darrell Royal that teaches us that dance with the one that brung you. Yeah. You know, I remain excited about the future and the challenges ahead, but the time has come to pass on the mantle of leadership. Today, I am announcing I will not seek re-election as governor of Texas. I will spend the next 18 months working to create more jobs, opportunity, and innovation. I will actively lead this great state. And I'll also pray and reflect and work to determine my own future path. I make this announcement with a deep sense of humility and appreciation for the time and the trust the people of this state has given me. And knowing I will truly miss serving in this capacity, because It is the greatest job in modern politics. So none of this would have been possible without the love and support of two great parents who raised me right. In a fairly humble home in Paint Creek, Texas. Or the love of my life, my wife Anita, who has blessed me with two incredible children. She has been a fantastic First Lady of Texas, shining a light on important causes for our state. Thank you. You know, in our time together, we have made the most of this unique opportunity to shape the future of Texas. Now, I make this decision as a man forever moved by the people I met, the sacrifices that I have witnessed, and the perseverance of the Texas spirit. I'll cherish specific moments in time, such as visiting those shelters set up for the victims of Hurricane Katrina and Ike, as Texas showed the nation we are a people rich with compassion. I'll always remember people like Heather Bertram, who touched my heart in the last few months that she had left before she succumbed to cervical cancer. I'll think of the heroes we lost in the Texas sky when the Space Shuttle Columbia disintegrated upon re-entry. I'll be continually moved by the day Wallace Jefferson took the oath of office as our first African-American Supreme Court justice, the descendant of a man. The descendant of a man sold as a slave on the steps of a central Texas courthouse, who now is the Chief Justice of our highest civil court. I'll think of the military heroes that I met over the years, individuals like Marcus Luttrell, like Dan Moran, as well as the hundreds of families I've called who were grieving the loss of a loved one who died on the field of battle. In moments of tragedy and triumph, I truly saw the best of what Texas has to offer. We are home to a unique people with limitless opportunity and perseverance. To lead this state for the first part of the 21st century has been nothing less than extraordinary. No other state can match what we've accomplished together. Today, Texas is the envy of the nation. I am looking forward to the next 18 months as I serve out my term. Any future considerations I will announce in due time, and I will arrive at that decision appropriately. But my focus will remain on Texas. Public service is a sacred trust, and I'm grateful for the privilege that Texans have allowed me. Until I leave this office, I will continue working hard to do what's best for Texas. And that includes this special session and additional sessions if required. Improving transportation infrastructure, passing juvenile justice reform, and protecting the right to life for the youngest and most vulnerable Texans. Texas is and will remain a strong pro-life, pro-family, pro-freedom state. After January of 2015, New chapters will be written. New leaders will write them. But the focus must remain on the greatest state in the nation, an opportunity for her people. I want to close with the words of Peter Drucker. He said, "Rank does not confer privilege or give power. It imposes responsibility. Our responsibility remains to the next generation of Texans who will inherit a state of our making. We alone are responsible for the kind of Texas that will greet them. It is my hope that tomorrow's leaders build on our legacy of opportunity so Texans born into any circumstance can have a chance to experience the great American dream." Thank you for the privilege. God bless you, and God bless Texas.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage